Okay, it is Saturday, February 12th at 1:02 p.m. in the afternoon, Eastern Standard Time. Just put the disclaimer up real quick. This is not financial advice. Please do your own research. This is only to be used as entertainment. So we had pullback with Million Token. I think everybody knows in the community right now. I'm not going to sugarcoat this. This is just supply and demand. We had at least 3 whales that were named on Discord that recently sold in the last couple weeks. And we had the last whale sell a couple thousand yesterday, I think it was. So combined, we had more than 5,000 tokens dumped on us in over the last several days, I suppose. But yesterday was a bummer. So this wick down to the bottom here was a bot. So I think the price probably went down to the low $8 and change before kind of bouncing back up a little bit. But so yesterday I bought a couple hundred more. My price was around $9.87, and now it's even lower than that. Now, man, I'm tempted to buy some more, but I'm trying to, stick with my mantra and just dollar cost average. So, I might sell some altcoins if the price continues to slide for Million Token. But between yesterday and the day before, I bought like hundreds. I know Kelly from Discord also said she bought hundreds too with limit orders and stuff. So some whales are dumping, some whales are buying, but there's more selling than there is buying. So when somebody's been buying up Million Token for weeks and weeks, if not months, and has been acquiring thousands of tokens, and they decide to dump all in one day, even the other whales that want to buy, it's going to take us more than a day to scoop them up. So I'll just dollar cost average. So when you could do all the charting you want, but if a whale or a group of whales want to dump, that you could throw all the charts analysis out the window. The price is going to go down. Just like if a whale wants to buy a whole lot when the price is cheap, the price is going to go way up. But so that's all I have really for charting for Million Token. We were consolidating. We were doing really well. Even when Bitcoin was kind of dumping at one point, Million Token in general held pretty strong, if not going sideways. But, if you're selling thousands of tokens of Million Token on the market, there's not a lot of volume, meaning there's not a lot of people buying and selling. The price is going to go down. There's not enough people buying to scoop up thousands of tokens at the price you're asking. The price is going to go down. So that's that on Million Token. Bitcoin, we're looking at the 4-hour chart. It looks like it's trying to get back above this 4-hour exponential ribbon. It looks like it's kind of having a hard time. Let me just take a look what it's like on the daily. On the daily, doesn't look so bad. We haven't even broken down at these lower ranges yet. But Bitcoin's had a pullback. Let me just put this on the daily real quick again. So it's gone down 2 days, 3 days or so. Let me pull up the, I had it on my Twitter page. I'll just show it from there. Because I'm not sure. I got so many charts. I'm not sure which one the S&P 500 is on. But the S&P 500 did have a pullback. Let me go to my Twitter page. Let me see if I have it here. Here it is. So let me pull it up. I don't know why my computer's running so slow. But we were down below this moving average here. And I said, I was waiting for it to come out and then retest, which we did. And then it continued to go up. And then now we're back below this support line. So the markets are spooked. Bitcoin's spooked. You've got the CME gap on Bitcoin that was filled on January 25th, almost to the button, right? To fill this gap right here. That was done on late July. We had a rally, and we have another gap here. Right there. That was February 7th. We'll probably come down and fill that gap. And that's at like $40,900, maybe $41,000. So Bitcoin could still slide down to those levels to fill that gap, which is another 3.5%. And looking at the broader market here on the RSI on the daily for the CME chart, we went up too fast, and now look at it's doing basically a complete U-turn. We can come back down and retest these lower levels here on the RSI. And not to mention, we have this giant gap here down all the way down at, $24,585, which hasn't been filled yet. That was all the way back in late December of 2020. So we could still fill that gap. And I said days ago on Discord, if we have a big pullback and we're into a crypto winter, there's going to be plenty of time to buy the million token dip. I mean, it's just a lengthy process if we go into a crypto winter, which is another reason why I'm just trying to dollar cost average. I could buy another 2,000 tokens today, but it's just better just to buy them slowly over time, because if this goes to like $8 or lower, you can get more tokens. People are going to sell if Bitcoin goes down to like $25,000, $26,000. And the history of million token, we started off at $1, and then this chart on Dex Tools, which the link will be in the description, went from $1 to like $10, $11 in a day, and really never retested any of these levels. And so now we're below $10, and I don't know, this is all open air, is what they normally say in the crypto world, all open air. I mean, I don't think we're going to go down to $1, but there's no TA analysis for this. It just went up, and then never came back down. So that's why I was saying I'm surprised if we go below $10, and if we would be, I thought it would be a wick. And, we're down here for today and yesterday. So plenty of opportunities if you want to buy. I know a lot of people that are out there are like me, where we're constantly buying the dip. So when a bigger dip happens, we're already out of fiat, and we just have to wait for the next paycheck. So I think I get paid next Friday, and maybe I could buy, $1,000 or $2,000 worth of, that's my dollar cost averaging, buys, but it's not going to pull up the price a lot. And I'm going to give tips too on what I've learned recently on the different dexes if you want to buy a million tokens. So we'll get into that in a moment too. So, I wanted to give you a rundown of Bitcoin. I said in, I think, my last stream 5 days ago, I really don't know if this is 50-50 going up or down. And I still don't know. I know that the world is kind of crazy right now with Canada and the truckers, and people now, Justin Trudeau is like, we're looking at people's bank statements or bank accounts. And it's like, that's just an advertisement for Bitcoin, really. And people are knocking on people's doors in Canada because of what they had posted on Facebook. If you've joined like groups about the truckers convoy, and they're trying to give out flyers on how to protest peacefully. I mean, like, the police are now looking at social media. I mean, that's crazy, which is another use case for Metaphora. You can just make an account on a MetaMask, create an account, and then you're anonymous, as long as you maybe use a VPN. So technically, use that as a selling point for Metaphora. I mean, if people want to be anonymous in social groups, Metaphora is perfect, unless, it becomes so successful that you're going to have to KYC people like Facebook. But, who knows? But I just thought that was a great use case. And all that information is also on my Twitter page. So this is Bitcoin versus gold, which I kind of briefly look at. We had the peak here, which was, topped out, but it was the same peak as it was here in April, because this is per gold, not per USDC. And, we had a bounce here, and we actually broke out of this consolidation. So that's really interesting. I thought we'd come down lower, but, Bitcoin's even above this consolidation. So maybe, with this upside down hammer candle here, could be a reversal. This is on the weekly chart, meaning that it could come back down and retest maybe the top of this band since we broke out. So which would probably would mean we'd fill that CME gap at like $41,000 or $40,000. So something to look at. This is Ethereum versus Bitcoin. We're still consolidating, but we had hit this upper band here I was watching, and we rolled over back in this band. Maybe we come back down and test this lower band, which is, the same price level with the Bollinger Bands, or we come down and retest, this broadening wedge pattern type thing here. But, the alts look like they could be going down lower compared to Bitcoin. And looking at the alts cycle chart, looking at the RSI, this is on the daily, we can come down lower. We're consolidating in this yellow rectangle here. We can come down here and maybe go up some more. But there seems to be a lot of uncertainty in the market now, so prices are going to slide. Let me just see what this looks like on the weekly real quick. Let's see. Weekly. Yeah, the prices look pretty low to me, but we can still come down here. Lower. I see Garrett G in the chat. How you doing, man? Garrett, I'll answer questions toward the end. So yeah, I'm just kind of getting a feeling that the alts can take a little more pain compared to Bitcoin. When there's uncertainty in the market, people are going to go to, flight to safety, and Bitcoin is the place to go if you want to stay in crypto. So let me take a look real quick here. This is defined mini token on Polygon, and pulling up the charts real quick. It looks like we're in the low $9 range if you want to buy a million token. You could also get it on Gate.io and ZT Global and a couple other places, but I think mainly for most people, they're going to be buying it on. I used to say Uniswap because that was like the only place, but the gas fees are kind of high. I would recommend people learning how to get on the Polygon network because it's got good liquidity there, and yeah. So let's talk a little bit about if you want to buy a million token, because I learned a few things. I was trying to get on, I think it was Avalanche, and then I learned how to get on Phantom, and I think I'll be on this Kusama next. I think I got approved on Gate.io, so I have to look into that too. But yeah, I bought a bunch of Avalanche and threw it on my wallet on the Avalanche network. It was like worth $4 or $5 grand. It was a pretty big buy. But the problem I had on Avalanche was, the liquidity is low. Like you can get good deals on Avalanche when the price drops, because when people sell, the price is going to drop a lot more than it would, let's say, on Polygon or on Uniswap. But I can only buy like, 20 or 30 at a time because I just push the price up too much. Meanwhile, I've got $4,000 or $5,000 on Avalanche just sitting there waiting for the drops to happen. So when yesterday we had, that big drop to like $8 or $9, I had all this money on Avalanche, and I had to move it to the Polygon network. And I'm like, well, how am I going to do that? So I sold it. I moved it to crypto.com, thinking that, well, once I sell it, I can take my USDC and move it to the Polygon network, because it would only cost me $1 fee to transfer my USDC to my Polygon wallet so I could buy the dip. So this is what I learned. So, I had $4,300 worth of Avalanche at the time. And then, when I sold it, it was like, Avalanche was going for $91.06. But when I sell it, crypto.com can only give me $88.87. So they took like a 2.4% cut, in fees, which was, that cost me $103 difference. So when I thought I was saving money, so sticking with the Polygon network, they really gouged me on fees on crypto.com. So, I love crypto.com, but, you can't like name your price, right? Everything's on that phone. You just, it's buy and sell. It's like the simple Coinbase, not the Coinbase Pro, but the simple Coinbase. So, I'm not going to be buying, well, I don't know about buying. I have to take a look into that too. So I don't normally buy on crypto.com, but when I sold my Avalanche on crypto.com, I'm telling you, they price gouged me when it was $91.06. And they were only going to give me $88.87 when I sell. That to me is too much. What I should have done was I should have taken my Avalanche from my wallet and sent it to, let's say, Coinbase Pro, and sell it there, because I could name my own price and the fees would have been a lot less. It would have been like, for me, like 0.35%, I think, instead of 2.4%. Okay, and then I would have been able to transfer my USDC to my crypto.com wallet, which would have cost me like $7 or $9. But I wouldn't be paying $103 in fees that I got price gouged at crypto.com. So I would have saved, $90 right there. So just learn from my mistakes. And so basically you could scalp million token at low prices on Avalanche if the price is low enough, and also on Phantom, and also on Kusama, and Solana. But don't have a big bag of whatever, like USDC or whatever you want to buy it with, whether it's Avalanche, Phantom, MOVR, or Solana. Don't have a big bag, because I'm telling you, if you're going to buy a million token on those ecosystems that doesn't have a lot of liquidity, you're going to push the price up too much, and then you're just going to get dumped on. So, if you're buying $10,000, $20,000 of million token, you could have a big chunk of that on Ethereum blockchain. Just know, you're going to have to pay gas, those Ethereum gas fees, which, I don't even know what they are. I could look, if you always wonder what the fees are, just go to the milliontoken.org website, pull up the Explorer, and, click on transactions of people buying and selling million token, whether it's, Avalanche, Uniswap, Polygon, and you can see what their fees are, But if you're holding like me, I don't really have a problem paying $10 in gas fees if I'm buying $10,000, $20,000 worth of million token. So, I was going to cash out some stuff, and let me pull up my records. And I was like, well, if I had $20,000 worth of USDC, how would it be best that I would buy a million token? And, when I was doing this yesterday, if I had everything on Uniswap, I could have gotten 2,035 million token. I'm like, okay. And then I thought, well, if I put, $10,000 on Polygon and $10,000 on Uniswap, then I would have gotten 2,070. So almost, 30 more, 35 tokens more. Because now, you're pushing the price up kind of evenly amongst those two blockchains. And then I thought, well, if I had $8,000 and, $12,000 on Uniswap and $8,000 on Polygon, then I would have gotten 2,083 million token. So it's still no more. And then, I did this a couple of times with things. It seems like the sweet spot was about 30% of your money on Polygon and 70% of your money on Uniswap. Now, these are for big buys, by the way, big buys. I'm talking like 20 grand, because I was thinking about buying up another 2,000. But, if people are still going to be scared and shaken out of the market, I'm going to make them pay. Drop the price down lower, and then I'll buy. I'll buy more. I bought like probably 1,000 over the last couple of weeks. I'm like, I know in my interview with Andre Geek, I had almost 1% of the supply at the time, and with the price of million token dropping now, I think I doubled my stack from even when I had my interview with Andre Geek. So, it's pretty close. It's pretty close. I think I doubled it, but I actually haven't. I don't even know what I had with Andre Geek, but I know I didn't have 1% of the supply. But I think I doubled my stack, and I'm still buying. I'm just dollar cost averaging though. I'm not really aping in, but I did buy a couple hundred yesterday, or a few hundred yesterday, and then a couple hundred before that, the day before. But yeah, why did I have that money? I'm trying to remember. I think I just got paid or something. That might have been the money I've been like accumulating while people were FOMOing into million token as it went up. I was just waiting for lower prices. But yeah, there was a dip after the dip. So I wish I could buy more right now when it's like $9.50. It's lower than what I bought yesterday, but I just I kind of aped in, but I didn't care, because this for me is long term. I'm like, I don't see any other, people at Bitcoin, the whales aren't dumping, they're buying. So if the whales on million token are dumping, this is a huge buying opportunity for me. And so, I didn't want to miss out on it. I didn't want to, when I bought it, just under $10 yesterday, I'm like, if this can shoot up to $11 real quick, but they were selling a lot of tokens, man. They were selling quite a bit. So milliontoken.org got a facelift. The main thing was the YouTube content creators were removed, which I can't blame TechLead, because a couple people that were on there, they were, not saying the nicest of things about the community. And so I think he just was like, well, I'll just remove it and then I won't have to worry about it later in the future. So, I don't blame him for that. But I think some people, might have taken it the wrong way or something. But yeah, we're just trying to get the information out. And we still have Discord listed here, Twitter, Reddit, and Telegram. I like the Telegram a lot. I think whoever's running this Telegram group is really good. And I think it's my number one link now in my comment section for YouTube. When people ask questions there, they're not really trolled. Okay. So whoever's running it is doing a pretty good job. Discord, I'm not really happy with the way it's run. There's too much trolling and picture stuff going here. There's good content too. Oh, check out Repo Bus YouTube. He just posted this not too long ago. Really, really good positive vibes coming from him, and he talks about the recent price drop as well. What I would recommend for this million token Discord, if you want to get in my good graces again, and I don't even think I have you posted now anymore on my links for YouTube, you need to create something on the side here for questions and answers. So when people come asking for help, don't troll them, just tell them go to the left and click on help desk or questions and answers, something like that. And maybe also have a separate one here for, other crypto talk, because this morning there was too much talk about other crypto banter. If this is a million token Discord group, you talk about million token primarily, but if you want to talk about other things, that's fine, but maybe do it not in the lounge. Have a separate area here on the left. So, I would like to see that, because I've seen too many people get scared away. Somebody wanted to buy 1,000 tokens not too long ago and they got trolled away. And, it's, if I was going to direct somebody to an official million token place for help right now, I think it's Telegram. But yeah. And a new Discord just popped up earlier today called 1,000 million token holders. It just came out today. I think the link is also in my description. I just put it there today. So hopefully we'll get more than it's just me and this other guy who probably created it. But I found this also in the million token lounge. So hopefully I'm not being too hard on you guys in Discord, but I'm just trying to direct you to be more professional but still have fun. You want to have fun in the lounge, that's fine. But if people are asking for help or whatever, direct them somewhere else on the side here in your Discord, where people that want to help them, they can help them, where they won't get trolled or whatever. Let me go over my Twitter feed real quick here. Let's see what I could talk about here. As far as I know, the whales are still buying, and maybe we retest 40,000 and go up. If not, if everybody thinks we're going to retest 40,000, maybe we won't. But this is a long-term play for me with all this geopolitical nonsense and what's going on. And now they're watching bank accounts. Just come on, it's crazy. I would rather just hold crypto and wait it out until things turn around. So with million token, I still believe in it. I'm dollar cost averaging with what I can, but I'm not going to sell my Bitcoin because, that's basically the world adoption number one crypto, right? So, one thing, you never know what's going to happen in the future. I think million token has the fundamentals to be better money than Bitcoin because it's 1 million fixed supply, but mainly because there's no coin inflation. That's the main thing. And it's not an energy hog like proof of work is. So that's why I continue to dollar cost average. But if adoption is more important than everything I just said, well, then I was wrong. Then people aren't smart enough to recognize a better money system than just everybody FOMOing in just because everybody else is. So, I understand the world adoption of Bitcoin. I understand El Salvador and other countries and regulations are being put forth favorably for Bitcoin. Even the United States, I constantly see new states saying about, favorable things about Bitcoin. So if everybody in the world is just so focused on Bitcoin, and you have that network effect, it could outperform even the small cap things like million token that have better fundamentals, just in my opinion. But only time will tell. I just don't know. But yeah, this. I'm just looking at this right now in the daily, the white line here. It looks like it was going to curve up right here, and then with this dump, it's going to probably swoop down. Well, we'll just see. So yeah, I'm not selling my Bitcoin even if things go down worse, just because if things get so bad here in America, I could probably just move to another country. But if I have all my stuff in a bank account somewhere and these draconian laws, the way things are going in Canada, it could happen in the United States, and never know. They could just say, well, we're not going to give you your money. So I'm like, well, that's why I'm not selling my Bitcoin. Let's see what we have. The S&P 500 is not looking good here with the earnings. And this is the video I was telling you about where the police were knocking on this person's door, telling them how to protest peacefully. I don't know. When the police have more time on their hands to just check people's socials, and then they have making house calls, it's like time to get the heck out of the Dodge. Find another country. And this is Trudeau saying about how they're watching people's bank accounts. President Vladimir Putin. It seems like they're gonna invade Ukraine. I just think it's a smokescreen. I think it could have very well happened, but if we get in a war, it's just going to be to divert the problems and issues we have in our own country. Just like when 9/11 happened, just before that happened, like the Pentagon was caught like losing trillions of dollars or something like that. And then 9/11 happened and nobody talked about it again. Seems like a war always pops up when we have big issues to deal with at home. And let's see what else we have here. There was an interesting quote. I wonder if I posted it. Something about the average American now is paying an extra $400 plus because of the, here it is. The average American is paying $275 more per month for the same items they bought last year. Inflation has added a car payment to each American's monthly expenses. So let's see now, $275 a month divided by, let's say, 4 weeks in a year. So if you're not getting paid an extra $70 a week, then you're losing money. I know I got a pay raise recently, but it's like a mere 1 or 2%, which was kind of insulting. I haven't even looked at my paycheck, but I could just tell from the numbers that it's not 7.5%. And let's see what else there is here. I think that's the main thing in the news. Anyway, yeah, it's unfortunate we had the whales dumped. That's the main thing. But this, to me, is a buying opportunity. Try not to, ape in too much. Just dollar cost average. We could go down lower. I saw some people that were actually buying it up on like Polygon and then moving it to Gate.io for maybe some arbitrage opportunity. Like they bought 500 plus tokens and then they came back out of Gate.io with over 600. So whenever somebody dumps crazy, there's always going to be, buying opportunities and selling opportunities on all these other blockchains. See, now this is on Dex Tools. And, I try to teach you guys how to get on these different blockchains. But again, you can't buy and sell a lot on Avalanche, Phantom, Kusama, even the Binance Smart Chain. I don't think the liquidity is quite there. So you're going to have to go out to Uniswap and Polygon. They probably even out pretty fast. You're going to have to do like that guy did and like buy it and move funds over to Gate.io and ZT Global and take advantage. But you have to act quick though, because everybody's doing it. You might want to create an account with Gate.io and ZT Global now if you want to take advantage of this in the future, just so you have everything set up and you're familiar with how everything works and that you're able to withdraw your funds when you need to. Because I think when I first signed up with Gate.io, you could buy funds at Gate.io. So I bought some MOVR there. And then they wanted me to KYC. And then I had to do a second KYC, which I haven't even logged into Gate.io since then. Hopefully they approved it. And I'll be able to buy MOVR there so I can get on the Kusama network. Okay, so I'm looking at chat right now. I don't see too many questions. I know I do these live announcements, spur of the moment, really unannounced. It says, Token Lover says, was not aware that Discord changes this much. Yeah, I don't know how it was before. I mean, I've been following this Discord since probably June, July, August or so. I mean, generally, it's a really good Discord. I just think they really need to tighten up a little bit on the lounge. If they want to be carefree and all like that, that's fine. They don't need to change, but just create a side area of, a help desk or a separate area for, talking about other cryptos or whatever. Or they could just keep it the way as is. But as it is right now, I am not posting a link to this on my YouTube pages for new content anyway. Yeah, I mean, it's just. I mean, I could scroll through here, but I'm almost embarrassed. You got very adult-like theme photos up here sometimes, and the content also. Some of the words, I wouldn't want, a teenager reading them or whatever. I mean, I guess the teenagers are more mature now, but yeah, nothing X-rated is here, but it's. I would definitely say it's adult humor. And so if somebody that's new to crypto comes to the lounge asking for help and they're swamped with adult humor, it's very put offish. And I don't get that with the Telegram group. I think Matt over at Telegram group is doing a good job, and others too. Oh, so are the gas fees still insane? Well, on Polygon, they're cheap. They're like under 5 cents or whatever. On Avalanche, I'm just going off the top of my head. On Avalanche, they're probably like 15 cents or so. And Phantom, they could be pennies. Kusama, I'm not sure about. I know Near Network is less than a penny. Because I was on Near not too long ago. But again, you can't buy a lot on, not Near. What am I thinking? I'm thinking of Harmony One. I wish that we were on Near. I wanted to check them out. Harmony One. And, yeah, I don't know what the fees are right now on Million Token. When I was moving stuff around, I think I was paying like about $10. So I did a lot of wallet reorg recently. And let's take a look at the holder count real quick while I'm out here on Discord. Let's see now. Right now we have 19,871 holders. So that's good. I think that the count's still going up. We get about 20 or 30 new people a day on Million Token. Now, a lot of those are also like, the same people on different blockchains, right? Because I'm on like a lot of blockchains. I'm on Avalanche, Matic, Binance Smart Chain, Ethereum. So, you could divide this number probably by 3 or 4 and to get the real true count of how many people are really here. But I mean, the count is still going up. It could also just people getting on new blockchains too. It may not be new investors, but I think a good percentage of them are new because we were having this uptrend since the end of January, and then we just had that one whale dump. I don't know why they didn't dump when we were up at this upper chain, but and I don't understand why they dumped all at once. I mean, if I was going to dump a lot, I would put a certain amount on Uniswap, Polygon, Gate.io, ZT Global, and then dump all at once. At least you'll get more for your money. Because if you concentrate your funds on one blockchain, it's going to take time for people to arbitrage that out and stuff. And just like if I was going to buy, a whole lot of Million Token, maybe I would buy them all on different areas. I would buy them on, what I just mentioned, Polygon, Uniswap, Gate.io, ZT Global. I just don't like having my money on exchanges like ZT Global and Gate.io because it's not your wallet, not your private keys. It's not your money until you get it out. Somebody asked me, Tim, can you bridge BNB to Moon River and then use the faucet for some free MOVR? Or can you get some MOVR from the mods at Moon River Discord? Yeah, I saw, where was that? I think you can, I know on the Phantom network, you could have gotten free Phantom through their Discord, but you had to go through so many jumps and hoops to get it. I'm like, I'm not going to do that. But you can get Phantom over at Binance.us and on crypto.com, and then send that to your Phantom wallet. Now MOVR, I'm still working on it. I think I got it. I mean, I had it in my Gate.io wallet, but I had to do that second step of KYC before I can move it. So, but I don't want to rely on faucets, because in the future, but as far as bridging BNB over to Moon River, I don't know. I'm not on Moon River yet. You could check out the bridging here. Let's see now. Come down to Moon River, Kusama, bridge, multichain.xyz. I haven't ever bridged anything yet other than Ethereum over to Polygon because I needed Ethereum for NFTs. But now I'm thinking bridging is like the last thing you really want to do. Usually the fees get you if you're going from Ethereum to some other bridge. But a lot of these bridges only take certain tokens too. Yeah, I'm still learning about bridging, but I'm kind of want to bridge my stuff off of take my million token off these other bridges and put them on the Ethereum blockchain. Just because if the bridges ever get hacked, like they did with the wormhole hack with Solana, you could be screwed. But again, it's not a big concern for me right now because they're not going to be coming after million token. They're going to be taking like the original Ethereum or Bitcoin first. So you could check out the bridges. You could also do, what was that one bridge? Maybe a Synapse bridge. I saw a pretty good YouTube video on Synapse protocol. I think if you're going from one chain like Polygon to Avalanche where the fees are low to begin with, it could be worth it. I think there are some fees involved, like $4 fees here and there for these side chains, but like if you incorporate like Ethereum, fees gonna be a lot more. I would if I had money in BNB and I was trying to get money into Moon River. I don't know what the liquidity there is like, but I would just if you're not already on Moon River, just get some fresh fiat money and get on Moon River that way and see if you even like the network before trying to bridge over some money and paying extra fees in that. Because if on Gate.io, you have to buy at least 0.1 MOVR. So that was like $15. And then if you want to withdraw it from your wallet, they take a fee of that also. So you might want to just buy $20 or $30 worth of MOVR at Gate.io to see if you can get it and withdraw it out. So I'm stuck at that stage right now, but I haven't really been trying hard to get it out. I've been doing things. I've been focused on other things. I've been focused on, previously learning other blockchains and reorganizing my wallets. Most of my million token is in a Trezor wallet, or not just one, but many. And, I have a trading MetaMask wallet where, I'll buy and sell. Not sell. I'll buy, on the Avalanche or the Phantom network or the Polygon network. And then now I'm just going to send that over to my Trezor wallet. I got a separate laptop for that. I've mentioned before. And that's, set up. But I want to connect my hardware wallet to that still. Just still a lot of little things I got to do. I got still a bag of million token on MetaMask I have to move over. And I'll be done with that. I had suggested that I could help people bridge million token over and save fees, but I've kind of retracted that offer. I deleted that post because nobody took me up on it after 1 week, and everything of mine that I'm buying now is going into cold storage anyway, so I don't want to mess with my hardware wallet anymore. So it's just I'm hunkering down. If we have crypto winter, it's just like I said way back in the beginning of July, or when we're coming down for million token, that if we come back down in these lower levels, I'll be buying a lot up. And I doubled my stack, and I said I was going to just keep them in cold storage and wait it out. So I'm following through on that. But I wish I knew I had more information with you about that BNB. I would say not just hold on to your BNB, just take a little bit of money, like $20, $30, and see if you get your MOVR and see if you want to buy a million token that way. once you get it looks pretty simple because Gate.io has an MOVR network. So if you withdraw it, it's going to go to your MOVR. You could use MetaMask. So it looks real simple. I just have to see if I can withdraw it from Gate.io. Garrett says, do you think will ever go over $200? It's just a matter of when. Really, I don't know. It's just a matter of when. I think we should be seeing higher prices, but we got to flesh out the people that weak hands, and they may not be even weak. These people that are selling, I know some people just have to sell because they have bills to pay. They didn't anticipate Million Token to go down or the market to go down again because, Bitcoin, we had that 50% correction from like 65,000. Let me put this on the weekly. We went from, almost 65,000. We had a 50% correction. And then, we're having basically almost another 50% correction. Normally it doesn't happen. Usually we have like 30 or 40% corrections, and then we have a big leg up. And then, like we had in 2017. Let me take a look. Man, when I look at this, it seems like I've been in this space for a long time. Everybody had this in mind that we were going to have these, 30, 40% corrections, and then we'd go up 100x and then have another correction and then go up another 100x or so. But yeah, this is the first time we had like it looks almost like a double bottom. I really don't see anything stopping Bitcoin. It's volatile, yes, but I mean, there's a massive need for it now more than anything, just because what's going on in the world right now with the what I mentioned before. It just seems to be less privacy, and the only way out of this $30 trillion debt is to debase the money. So I'm not, you shouldn't be just saving cash. But yeah, I hope Million Token goes above $200. I hope it's like thousands of dollars eventually, sometime in the future. But there's concerning that we went from $1 to $10 here. It's all this open air. I don't know where the liquidity is right now for Uniswap and Polygon. But if you're buying low here and we have a turnaround, I remember the last time I calculated, my average Million Token was just below $12, and it's lower than that now because I've been buying down here. So if we have a turnaround, I won't have to wait for so long to be in profit. Okay, so people, the whales that have 1,000 tokens, when a Million Token goes up $1 in the future, they're going to have $1,000 extra on their books. And then when Million Token's $100 and it goes up 10% and it goes up $10 that day, the people that have 1,000 tokens, they're going to make $10,000 a day if it goes up $10, right? And then if Million Token is $1,000 and it goes up 10%, let's say it goes up $100 a day, and you've got 1,000 tokens, well, you're going to have $100,000 on paper go up right there. So that's why I'm not selling. And you guys know I have at least 1% of the supply. So if I have 10,000 tokens and it goes up 100, let's see now, that's $1 million on paper right there. So I'm not selling. I know the potential of where this thing can go. Says the last comment says after rain, all-time low, $5.88, July 8th, 7 months. Okay. So, yep. So for me, this is a buying opportunity, but you got to believe in the project. The people that don't believe in the project are the ones that are selling or or need the cash. I know the recent whale that sold surprised everybody because he was always posting when he was buying, and he was buying quite frequently some big buys, almost like, every week he was posting something like he was buying, a couple hundred or $1,000 worth of tokens. And then, unfortunately they had to sell for whatever reasons, people sell for whatever reasons, but I'm pretty sure that person didn't want to sell. He seemed very loyal to the community and was happy and to be part of the community. So, people sell for whatever reasons. And, Tech Lead, he's been so busy when he had a great use case with Metaphora. People had to buy 10 million token to get extra benefits on the Metaphora app or website, with the you can customize your name and photo from Twitter. And he's been busy with DeFi Pro, and I'm sure he has to answer questions in the community there. So that's probably pulling a lot of his time away. But yeah, the community and Million Tokens should not rely a lot heavily on Tech Lead. He does what he can do, and he said in the beginning, like, I created a coin and I'm just putting it out there. You guys do whatever you want with it. So, other devs and other people that see the value in this project can build on top of it as well. They shouldn't be waiting on Tech Lead to build on it. It's open. It's open to the world. Like when I was asked during the interview, how can you see Million Token expand when Tech Lead only has 1 million viewers? And I was just thinking, like, well, it's not just for his fans. It's for the whole world. Like when it's on like Uniswap and on these other exchanges and dexes, anybody can buy and sell it. It's not just for Tech Lead's fans. So, but I think it's a good project with 1 million fixed supply, no coin inflation, no energy FUD, no miners selling pressure, and it was evenly distributed. Hopefully in the beginning, although who knows, right? But we do have some whales in the community, but they're staked right now, earning other Million Tokens in the Million Token staking pool. And I know we have some new investors coming in because I see the questions on Discord and Telegram. Can you mine can you mine Million Token? Those type of questions. You get, there's new people coming in. So for those that are new, you cannot mine Million Token. It was all created and dispersed July 1st last year. And if you were the lucky ones, you could have got it for $1, and then it exploded to above $200. Let's see now what the price is here. Went up to 205, but if you check the blockchain, I'm pretty sure people were paying like 225 or higher. Oh yeah, I just said 224 right there. And yeah, up here it said 224. So, we're coming down. I think we were on its way. We had the last flush here, and then now the whales are dumping, or did dump. And yeah, so that's that. Who was the whale that sold? I'm not going to name names. You could research it in Discord or Telegram. It's not even important who sells. It's just that, that's all part of market conditions. So yeah, no hard feelings to the people who sold. I'm grateful because I just picked up a whole lot of tokens yesterday and the day before. And if these prices are still this low when I get paid, I'll dollar cost average. I've got some shitty altcoins. I'm not really, when you have a whole bag of altcoins, it's just hard to keep track of them all. I might just eventually sell the majority of my altcoins and just have Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Million Token. But even if I sell all my altcoins, that would only allow me to buy probably less than 2,000. Million Token. Not a lot. I wouldn't put, push the price up $1 even probably. Last I checked, I could probably push it up to like, the price is Really? The price right now is $8.77 on Uniswap? Really? Wow. Let me take a look at that. Let's see now. If I wanted to buy $100 on Uniswap, I don't know why my computer's so slow. Yes, the 1 million token says it's $9 and basically $9. It flashed it there for a second. It says fetching best price. Yeah, I could probably only, yeah, well, now it says $8.91. So that's a really good price on Uniswap. So I would go like pull up my Uniswap, and I would pull up QuickSwap on Polygon, because those are the best places for liquidity. And, you know, put in my buy orders, see where I could best get my money for, you know, how many million tokens can I get on QuickSwap versus Uniswap. And then if it's a big order, like I said, 20,000, you wouldn't want to just put it on one place. You'd want to divide that up, like 30% on, I don't know what it's going to be when you buy it, but, you're going to have to experiment with that. I'm not buying anything right now because I am out of fiat. I'd have to sell some altcoins, which, I might. I don't know. Depends. I probably should sell it, but because if the altcoins continue to bleed, I'm pretty sure they're going to go down a lot harder than million token, unless some more whales sell a million token. But I think it's just this could be an anomaly right here of one whale dumping a lot. Scoop it up while you can. But I know a lot of people like me are out of fiat. I think that's everything on my mind. Yeah, check out the other YouTubers. We had that great post by Reprobus on YouTube earlier today. NFT Daily is putting out great content several times a week, giving out shout outs all the time. You got Crypto Backstage posting content too. And yeah, I'm posting content, maybe not as often as I would like to, but I'm doing stuff in the background. I'm mainly been buying up million token on different chains, learning about stuff, or reorganizing my wallets. But yeah, there's not much you could do if we go into a crypto winter and the markets go down, whether it's the stock market, Bitcoin, and the altcoins. Nothing what I can say is going to bring the price up. It's just, if you're in a bear market, everything goes down. No matter what I say or what TechLead says or does is not going to bring the price up. But we'll just see if that happens. Now I'm looking at this chart here real quick. I wonder what I do here. Let's see, anything here? So maybe we had resistance here. This could have been a fake out here and a little fake out here. And then, yeah, we had a touch here and a touch here. So maybe we go back up to, $10.50 before we roll over. Who knows? But I think this is really undervalued right now. For even if you wanted to buy here and we shoot up quickly, I mean, you could probably flip it. But, I'm not doing that. I'm just buying and holding. I think that's about it, guys. I see a little lag on the computer. Hopefully, when I hit end, it won't interfere too much with the stream getting cut off at the end here. I've been talking for about 53 minutes now. I hope everybody has a good day. I'm still learning about different blockchains. I hope to be on Kusama next and then Solana, and I think that'll be it. There's a little bit of million token on Tomo chain from I remember months ago, but I mean, there's nothing going on there. But I just like learning new stuff, and hopefully we get more people to build on million token too. And I'm not like a dev person or a computer person, but we had a really good people like Carl when he was doing Lion Run. He gave a really good use case for it. I see Lion Run's listed here, and but he took a different direction. So I don't think he's promoting million token anymore. He sold most of his bags. I think he said he got 100 left on his Metaphora account. So I'm not sure why this is still listed here, but he's a legend in my mind. He'll always be a legend in the million token community. So maybe, but it's not even Lion Run anymore. If you're gonna give him credit, put up hearts.art, And I watch his replays on Twitch because I can't watch it live. But he's having fun right there with his NFTs and getting people involved with learning about art and stuff. And he's got TikTok going on and everything. So, but as far as I know, unless he's got stuff in the background, I don't think he's giving a use case for Million Token. So like if you're sending people on milliontoken.org to learn more about Million Token, just keep that in mind. I'll talk to everybody later. Everybody have a great weekend. I'll talk to you later. And if you like this content, give me a like, subscribe, and share. Thanks.